Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, your lord and master, your king of kings. Off here to a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma in the west of this Tiefflieger, fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, forming up here with the 7th Panzer Division here with Blitzkrieg, Jaeger Infantry, and elite troops with Infantry Panzergrenadiers versus next to this Stormjaeger. Fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, and the 7th Mechanized Corps here with Guard Rifle featuring the K1 heavy tank, Guard Rifle Infantry, Conscript Assault Tactics, Howitzers, and the Stormjaeger attacks with double infantry, anti-tank and bulletins. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my own personal company here as my Patreon supporters. You too can join the ranks by Patreon, or you can always just donate. Links in the description. Always comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Thank you very much. With that little commercial message out of the way, we got here first engagement North Pioneers versus the Conscript in the little northern compartment here of Kholodny Ferma, which kind of always forces the western plates to have to get in and secure it, otherwise they can have a really bad time of it. Tiefflieger make that more steadily, not quite rushing that one. Bit of skirmishing there, 2 conscripts for Stormjaeger. We can of course see where Tiefflieger decides to go. More conscript for Stormjaeger, very much expected. Tiefflieger with more grenadiers, also very much expected. Engineers saying southwards here. Pioneers ground the point there. And we got the 2nd Grenadier Squad almost done there for Tiefflieger. Up north, concentrating about their 3rd conscript, they're ready for Stormjaeger. Both pushing for the northern fuel point. Tiefflieger is going for a disruptive start by the Wehrmacht. Definitely on the rarer side. Typically because of the Wehrmacht, it's usually much more like, if you do this and you fail, you usually might actually straight up lost the match, or at least you've managed to place yourself in such a precarious position that you're going to have to put in a lot more effort. So while you can do it, it's definitely not what I advise to the average player. But Tiefflieger here is definitely going for it. He's trying to swing the game around. He's trying to catch Stormjaeger off guard. And if you can pull off it can be really powerful because the machine can really just, help dictate such engagement then very well. But so far, Stormjaeger just seems to head around the north instead, and so isn't really doing much except just delay Tiefflieger's grabbing on the southern fuel point. So it's definitely going some places we don't typically see matches go on Kholodny Ferma, to be honest, particularly with the Wehrmacht versus the Soviets. From the Oberkommando West, you might be able to expect more of this, but from the Wehrmacht, it's definitely rare. 3rd Grenadier Squad there for Tiefflieger and the German army. Pioneers backing off there. We got the conscript backing out the building there. We got the support company here for Stormjaeger already. Field gun seems likely, but I would not be too surprised if he may consider mortar here versus Tiefflieger. That wouldn't be half bad either. Gunners moving forward here for Tiefflieger. Pioneers sneaking about. Grab the southern field with the Grenadier. MG42 repositioning. Gunners backing off here in the centre. Grab northern point here with the Pioneer. And there you go. Constant behind here. Going to catch here Tiefflieger's Pioneers in a pretty precarious spot. Enforcing retreat there. Yes, indeed, Basil. He is playing as the Wehrmacht. Stooks may actually happen. 4th Grenadier Squad for Tiefflieger. So either Jaeger Infantry elite troops, Blitzkrieg could have, but it's going to be a bit strange then. I feel like to not go for Doctrine, I could further take advantage of that many grenadiers. I mean, if you'd gone for German Infantry, I'd obviously be calling German Infantry right then and there. But without it, Jaeger elite troops. I mean, both are good for different reasons. I mean, part of me would be more partial towards elite troops for the Stormtroopers, but Jaeger Infantry with the Jaeger Command Squad and the ambush training is also pretty good. Of course, the default defeats and a bunch of grenadiers packs a punch as well. Comes for the conscripts here, so definitely a more aggressive Tiefflieger, hoping to use the surprise Wehrmacht aggression here against Stormjaeger to maybe gain initiative here, and it's sort of working though. There's a lot of territory in the south that sort of hides the fact that, at least, not hides, but shows the fact it's not quite going fully his way, but it's at the same time not going terribly either. I mean, this certainly also just highlights the power, not just, playing the map like everyone else does it, if you know what you're doing. That, of course, is a key element. Feeling Fermi up there for Stormjaeger, very much as expected. Triple Conscript Dominion is also much more standard build. I mean, 4 grenades for the Wehrmacht is typically very rare, unless again there is German infantry, and even then, not everyone goes for it. No tech yet for Tiefflieger, definitely should take up soon. And obviously should pull back those grenadiers as well. Going for the car point here, definitely a smart play with Tiefflieger, instead of just trying to batch into Stormjaeger head on. He tries to outmaneuver, hit for the car point, and force him to an engagement there. Though there's some other points he needs to grab first for this to work, and he's still not retreating those grenadiers. That is a really bad move there by Tiefflieger. I'm guessing he thought there might be something here, but I don't know, whatever the case is, it's going to cost him the Grenadier squad. When he probably just retreated, they probably didn't survive. But for this maneuver, he just completely wasted. Again, I'm not entirely sure what went on in Tiefflieger's head, and I imagine we'll never know, as sadly, there is no black box for these kind of situations. He just, like, you know, pick up his head and just go, oh. So he'd been convinced by the Bulgarian spy agency that if he did that, he could take Constantinople. What? Are we playing the same game here, Tiefflieger? Anyways, engage, pushing back the Grenadiers. Troops reinforcing, bunker up. There's still no tech for Tiefflieger. Still nothing there. Maximum coming towards the centre. Comes reinforcing there. Pioneers really sneaking back, machine gun elder repositioning again. He's definitely trying to, like, you know, set up a fresh line of defence. His initial plan has now somewhat fallen apart again, I think, in good part again due to a very late tech here. Wehrmacht has to tech aggressively, like the light mechanized coming to tier 2s in that sense, you know. Like, you have to get into it fairly fast, like, you know, add in something with a bit more punch than usually. Let's kind of hear what Tiefflieger didn't do. Field gun waiting for Stormjaeger. Obviously expecting an armoured car, since that's typically what you get from the Wehrmacht. Troops will push back there, but then U-32 repositioning again. Pioneers being shot bits with engineers, already taking enough damage to be quite easy target. Comes from the building there. Field gun almost done. So yeah, Tiefflieger here had a sort of opportunity, you know, moment there, but it's, you know, running into some issues now, courtesy of Stormjaeger. Could go for some Pound Grenadiers here. You could also go for Jaeger Infantry, immediately calling the Jaeger Command Squad, picking upgrades from the G43s. That would also give him some more immediate added punch here as a Stormjaeger, which I think would be a fairly decent idea here from Tiefflieger, to be honest. Like to make a nice company, not bad either, but I definitely feel like, you know, with either of these two doctors, you need to make a pick, and you need to, like, go for it soon, and you just need to, like, you know, get in there against Stormjaeger before Stormjaeger, there you go, gets in against them. So Jaeger, Infantry, very much like, you know, the expected pick, calling in the Jaeger Command Squad, again, no vast surprise there in these kind of situations. 5-man Jaeger Command Squad with, you know, 3 G43s will definitely add some serious punch there against the opponent. Comes push back the Grenadiers here. This 3 Division field gun out there for Stormjaeger. Ground points up here. Advancing on the centre for the Grenadier. Jaeger Command Squad moving out. Gonna head into a mine here, and immediately over there ruin a bit of Tiefflieger's slight return there. Armoured car flying up for Tiefflieger and the 7th Panzer Division. Setting out there with the Jaeger Command Squad steadily. Pioneers moving ahead. Grab the point there, machine gun setting out. One would assume this would be a platoon command squad, obviously. Maybe a company command squad, since obviously there's not going to be anything higher than that, but I expect a platoon, you know, so effect is sort of a lieutenant, you know, directing everything else. Down the point here. Engineers constantly forwards are going for the point here. Infantry are blazing away. German officers in Gen by the way had huge cases of attrition, and by the end of the war, it's actually not uncommon for, like, you know, for example, a company to be led by a lieutenant, or, you know, a battalion to be led by a captain, as they're just suffering so many losses at the higher, like, a lot of ranks as well there. Little fun fact. Maximum forward gun is definitely a bit of a tight spot there. Medic bunker up, but we're not seeing any upgrades for the Grenadiers. Definitely get some weapons in there. Whatever you can. G43 will be more cost efficient. Stormjaeger there. Storming ahead for the T7 light tank to add some more pressure there to Tiefflieger. Very much what is expected. No need to reinvent the wheel here. As we like to say in Denmark, reinvent the deep, you know, plate. Which is why we call it, you know, yeah. I don't know why they call it that in Denmark, but, you know, deep plates. I guess it just sounds a bit, you know, more mean and a bit more humorous than seeing reinvent the wheel. Anyway, so I guess it's a bowl, but you get the idea. T-70 out there for Stormjaeger, rolling ahead there. The T-70, by the way, was sort of one of those funny designs in that it was not really a tank meant to, like, you know, be a serious tank. It was a tank meant to keep production lines rolling as we're shifting production towards more T-34s and other tanks. But they had a lot of production lines for the T-60 and the T-50s, which they couldn't just, like, you know, immediately just do nothing with either. They just, like, they had to do it to push out tanks, and so the T-70 came about. There sort of is this middle thing. It actually cost more to make than the T-34-76, and it wasn't like an amazing tank, but they made it because they had to. And highlights just one of the things I think most people don't understand about tank production. By the way, good push with the car on here by Tiefflieger. I'll finish these a bit later, but you know, good counter push here by Stormjaeger, again, good destructive play by Tiefflieger. He has got the problem though, his opponent's getting more fuel than him, and that's having something Tiefflieger can't allow to have for long. Another machine gun, I think that's a fairly good pick, like machine gun up there. But again, it highlights one of those things with the T-70 that I think a lot of people don't understand necessarily is you can't just magically shift like production lines from one tank to the other, like, you know, how the Germans just, you know, switch everything to Panthers, like, you know. That's not how things work. You have to go, like, you get different tools, like, you know, then make the stuff. And you just, like, you have to, like, put down other production lines, which is, you know, why they had to keep telling Hitler they couldn't, you know, just start making Panthers out of nowhere. And they actually couldn't just stop Panther production, dude, because that means they have no tanks for months. And that's kind of like how the T-70 is sort of like, you know, that sort of thing as well, like, you know, where they just made a tank just to keep something going while they're shifting production. Yeah. Bit of a longer one there, but, you know, still felt like an interesting to talk about. T-70 Russian gets the gun ideas here. Back at reinforcing healing. Pack 4 sitting up here, so Tiefflieger game in the northern field point, very good, but he needs to... I think handless engagement is a bit better here as a Stormjaeger, but I could consider calling some guardsmen. We probably won't be see the submachine guns, though. You know, I do feel like they had a punch, but also be quite historical since, fun fact, as the Soviet army sort of, you know, went on into the war, they would increasingly add more and more submachine guns to the formations to the point where, like, you know, half, like, the infantry in, like, you know, a division or corps would have been equipped with submachine guns. Little fun fact there. Grab northern point of the Grenadiers. Hey, finding around the centre, maximum getting blasted. I definitely feel like both players would also benefit from some material. Like, just some mortars could do a lot then. I think whoever gets a mortar would probably have an advantage if you can actually leverage the mortar correctly against the other fellow. Of course, trick is getting there. Constant center, 5 for the MD-42. Yeah, come out screen when they can there. Constant with the armored car, the Pioneers. MD-4 sitting up here. Not quite in cover, though. Not quite in cover. Hey, Ludwig, could you get in front of me so I don't get shot at? 9! I don't want to get shot at. Well, if I die, you know, you're going to get shot at anyway, so get in front of me. 9! Anyways, another Pack 40 for Tiefflieger, certainly indicating a quite deep concern here from him that he's going to get hit by armor because he's not been in a great fuel situation. So, bear something. They need to get the machine gun up before that entire thing collapses. In fact, it may just be too late. Yeah, he's not paying attention. Always pay attention there. In particular, around field guns, I always urge extreme caution with the machine guns, what you're doing. In particular, in buildings. So yeah, bit of a mistake there, but Tiefflieger, to put it gently, cost him in the air machine gun team. Still, he's made good progress in the north. He should get taken up soon and begin pushing for some big money as a Stormjaeger, who's just doing a great job there, pressuring him. Though he's certainly lost a bit of ground there, mechanized armor company up. I'd expect to see some K1 heavy tanks. So they're going to give Tiefflieger quite the headache. Isn't that right, Basil? Pack 40 moving out. T-10 rolling back. Pack 40 moving forwards for Tiefflieger. Armored car moving in there. Claiming points. Laying telemines up. Very good. Very good. Yeah, command's going to fire there. Pack 40 in the T-70. Yeah, command's going to be shot to bits. Telemines down there. Armored car with 3 kills, veterans you won, very good, and a far south. Going for the southern victory point here. Tiefflieger steadily turning it around again. Certainly highlighting it if it's good Wehrmacht play. If you know what you can, you know, turn things around, but, you know, at some point you got to get aggressive as the Wehrmacht. Guard from here for Stormjaeger, very good. I'm able to see the DP light machine guns. The D in DP bar stands for Dekhterev, the guy who invented it. He also invented the predecessor, or precursor, or whatever, to the PPS-41, the PPD-40. Fun fact. But yeah, he's just going for the same, and Squadrons, obviously, that's an excellent upgrade as well. But, you know, I do feel like some machine guns get overlooked a lot, but I still think they're quite good if you know how to use them and aggressively. And so on that, like Kholodny Ferma, I do think they have some potential, but at the same time, I can't blame anyone for going for this, as Mobilizer Reserves is just, you know, it's a very good upgrade as well. which is probably like where the submachine gun upgrade kind of hits a bit of a, you know, dead end. Like, it's also good, but just the other one is just better. It certainly has to be worrying they might try and buff the submachine gun upgrade in some silly way. Double rifle grenade and the machine gun. Doing some nasty casualties, forcing them away there. Field gun reposition as well. Up north here, going to be holding against the conscripts. If they'd had submachine guns here, they might actually be able to clear up the grenadiers up close, but without submachine guns, well, obviously that's going to be a tougher. T-Sun rushing in here, Basil jumping up on my computer, thankfully not hitting the power button. Yes, for some reason, whoever designed this computer cabinet apparently never thought cats might jump up on it. And so decided to place the power button on top. Idiot. Pack forward to the T-70 here. One day I need to come up with a ramp the cat can just use to climb over the entire thing. I'm trying to go for the T-70 here. Pushing it back. Pack shoots, misses. Oh, crushes the horse. Well, it was already dead, but that seems almost like, you know, you had something against the horse. Telemine spotted. Kind of ruins the surprise here for Tiefflieger. Back here, troops getting ready for Stormjaeger for the next big push for the motherland. Suprema cop there, very good. Panther 4, imagine. Stormjaeger's taking some time to get down any armor here versus his opponent. Bessel's now lying right next to the screen, thankfully not blocking it or shaking the screen with his massive ass. Gonna need something in the south. G4 fusion away for those. No ambush camouflage, but particularly not the machine guns. I feel like there's an oversight there by Tieffliegers. Again, ambush camouflage on like any of these units is actually quite good, since any with a decent amount of rate of fire benefits significantly from the accuracy bonus of ambush camouflage. So I know light machine guns, even the G43s and of course heavy machine guns benefit significantly from it. T something good to go once more for Stormjaeger and the Red Army. Going to the conscripts, heading for the south here, back up from Frozé. Houses up machine here for Stormjaeger. Worth noting, neither side really has artillery, though again, as a surge you just think the Siskin do have some sort of artillery, but again, mortars and stuff like that would still be quite good. Panther 4 on the way there for Tiefflieger. I'm guessing he's not expecting, well, then again with Gaspard, I'd be expecting K1s or T-35, so he needs, like, you know, get something besides, you know, Panther 4s down the road. Comes to the armored car. Ooh, using infantry awareness. Goes on the fire there. Field gun shoots and misses. Panther almost done. Could try and push forward here with the infantry, maybe use a sprint or something like that, and using up here behind the Pack 40. Ground northern part of the Pioneers, and the south just all quiet there from Tiefflieger. Concentrating forwards here, Stormjaeger up pressure again. Tiefflieger just doesn't seem to be quite as good as pressuring anymore, just being aggressive. But there you go, Panther already, adding the Penland mounted MG42. Panther 4 shoots, misses. From the south, they can issue the conscripts, G43s and Carnot TKs with the most in the gun. K1 on the way there for Stormjaeger, very much as expected. Catching the gears off guard rather than them. And right now, I could technically actually take out the field gun here because you could just rush in the Panther 4 and the armored car and take it up pretty swiftly. Like, it's completely wide open here, there's nothing supporting it. Of course, most players aren't quite conditioned, like, you know, take these opportunities against field guns to destroy them, but, you know, and of course sometimes it can be risky, but, you know, with the armored car and infantry awareness, you could technically spot out if there's anything hiding around it and, you know, avoid that, but I'll just rush down the field gun, clear it out, and, you know, either grab himself or try to destroy it. So, missed opportunity of a Tiefflieger, but there you go. Nice use of sprint here of Tiefflieger, thumbs up. Yeah, it's a German army. We can run. Ah, not like that. We're not Italians. K1 almost done there for Stormjaeger. Shot fire at the conscript squad. MB4 sitting up here. Eventually 2. Bit exposed out in the open now. Suppressed though. The conscript squad got them 40 in front of the guns opening up with light machines at the church. And there you go. K1 heavy tank rolling 40 for Stormjaeger and the Red Army. Opening up here, and the Grenadiers pushing them out of the building. Conscript suppressed here. MD4 to the blazing away, halfway to the ace level. Gundy is routed. Armored car in need of repairs. Guardsman forward, being shot to bits with the grenadiers. Got the grenade off here, the RGD-33. Ooh, nice throw here, and that's going to be a wipe there on Tiefflieger, pushing him down to 3 infantry squads again. We got 417 to 356. Still no significant artillery presence from either side. There's light artillery barrages here, and of course, Stormjaeger with his 3 barrage. Petrol there, sniper the Pentafor's main gun. Further casualties inflicted here. Anti-tank grenade off. Combined with the assist shot, that leaves the tank with the damage in. We got the Pack 40 covering up, pushing back the K1 heavy tank. Shot bounces. Yeah, command's caught back up. He's going here, flanking off. Could try and rush down here the field gun. That'd be an excellent opportunity to take it out and grab it or destroy it, but he's also preoccupied with his own field point and the fact the Sods are grabbing it, which, you know, is definitely a nice little diversion there by Stormjaeger. Thumbs up to that. More guardsmen out here for Stormjaeger. Cat blocking the minimap kind of with his head. No, he's not. Yeah, he kind of is. Heading back from northern field with the armor car rushing in the 2-2-2. Bit difficult to see. Trying to do everything there. K1 we push back. Yeah, command's going in there. Not getting on Panzerfaust off this. Fortunate for Stormjaeger. Field gun is still, I think, wide open for push here by Tiefflieger. Armor car needs to get his field point back swiftly. Basil once more removing his head from the mini map. Maxim adverted to 9 kills. He's reinforcing healing. Got maps once more for Stormjaeger. Tiefflieger needs to get a bit more aggressive, but I've said that a few times already. Pioneers was the guard from the south here. Guardsmen easily making short work of the Pioneers. No matter how much Heinz waves around that minesweeper, it's not going to convince the Sods it's some sort of Wunderwaffe. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführungen for Tiefflieger, so we help us the KB1 to the far here. I'd still like to see a mortar from Tiefflieger. Like, mortars on maps like Kholodny Ferma typically tend to be quite good. In particular, remember to use the barrages and the smoke barrages. But so far, Tiefflieger seems not keen on. He's also just lost his other machine gun here. Almost in the same spot he lost the first one at that. There's a dark irony to that. Dark irony. K1 being fixed up. Cancel the Stukas. He's going to go for another Panther 4 here. Should also replace his MD402. And then he should go for a mortar. A Granatenwerfer. Time sending out here. Grab Northern Point with the Pioneer. Going for another machine gun. Thumbs up there to Tiefflieger. Go for the other Panther 4. Stormjaeger also think the benefit of mortar. They could also consider the ML20 there. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen Field number 2 here for Tiefflieger and the 7th Panzer Division. Heading southwards there with the mighty Panzerkampfwagen 4. Workhorse of the German Panzerwaffe, most produced tank. Despite the Führer's attempt to, you know, cancel production multiple times. Grab Northern Points. K1 rushing out here for Stormjaeger. Second Panzer almost down there for Tiefflieger. We got 335, so 350. Perhaps the guardsmen up close. Field gun moving here. Going to shoot through the hedges. Hits the trees. Lines instead kills some squirrels. Going to flanking the guard squad. Good try for a rifle grenade here actually. But he retreats fast enough. Good work with the Stormjaeger. Second Panzer ready for Tiefflieger. Does give an armor advantage right now to Tiefflieger. Oh, there's a Stormjaeger. That's Tiefflieger. That's nonsense. There you go, flanking the field guns. Air support called in. Got the field gun crew finally. Excellent. See that Swiftling and Highline just had the new nerfs. Can make it easy to punish the Sods to get a bit too cocky with the field guns, which was really needed by the way. But there you go. Destroyed. Nice kill here from Tiefflieger. That definitely gives him a nice hands up here. Now, he's only got the Guardsman and the K1 there. But of course, hopefully Tiefflieger can actually utilise this fact against Stormjaeger. They just, knuckles it. Armour car finding the aircraft up north, got one of them. Good kill there. And the other one done as well there. My God, Ludwig, I might get an anti-aircraft badge. Well, if you make this battle alive, what's that supposed to mean? I mean, being an armoured car in the front line zone. You're more likely to go home in a pine box. Well, several pine boxes if we're lucky. We should have fired there for Stormjaeger. But Tiefflieger, despite, destroying that, is not really gaining a lot of momentum from it. Which definitely highlights the nation of Tiefflieger. Needs to get a bit more bold here with his Panther Falls, I feel like. Back them up with infantry, and he starts, apply some punches there to Stormjaeger. Now Stormjaeger's got the H5, which is an interesting choice. That you'd feel like go for another K1 or T-34s. I guess H6Ms could also be an addition here to consider. But it's not like the H5 is a bad choice. You just feel like versus Panther Force, the H5 just sort of sits in that particular borderline territory of, are there better options?
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
It's like you're trying to cook something, you got a variety of knives, you just pull out the big butcher's cleaver to I don't know, cut cucumbers. Like, maybe you could use a smaller knife. Panther engaging here. Need to grab that normal fuel on the victory point. We got 291 with 1350. Stormjaeger continues to get an abundance of fuel here versus Tiefflieger, which is definitely something Tiefflieger needs to fix fast. Panther's decimating engineers, riding them with ease. I mean, like the H5 needs to be careful because you could just rush it with two Panther 4s, blitz it and outmaneuver it. Hell, even the armored car could probably assist here. Controversial forward, pack 40 million end here. More grenades out for Tiefflieger. Sadly, we haven't seen any Panther, despite having the bullets for increased accuracy on them. Definitely missed opportunity here by Tiefflieger, since they do benefit from Jaeger infantry, since Panther's the sprint are actually pretty good. I mean, you thought Jaeger command's going to take a run of great. Just once you get some troops with assault rifles running. Oh, that's gravy. Getting wiped here. Grab the southern point with two grenadier squads. Reinforcing, healing. Panther 4's neat repairs. He does have two pioneer squads. Lost the pack 40 here. Arming force with the Panther 4. He's shot bouncing. There we go. Got one shot through. Pretty risky. I mean, right now I could just rush it down with the Panther 4s, I think. But again, as you might notice here, Tiefflieger seemingly is operating with a much larger force in his head under Stormjaeger's command than there actually is. In other words, he's operating with a reverse Steiner's army. In this case, it's, I don't know, Rokossovsky, so this is Rosokovsky. I can't agree on that. Let's just go with Sukhov's mysterious, Belarusian front or whatever. Can't remember which front you command at the moment, so I'll probably get chewed up for that one in the chat and report it to Putin. Yeah, command going 14, need to fix up the Panther 4s. Yeah, it definitely feels like Tiefflieger is operating with a much larger force than there actually is, which is meaning he's not really exploiting a lot of opportunities against Stormjaeger and just delivering some hard hits, because he probably could have taken out that Panther. He should have found the K1 before that as well, if just, taking a few more chances, at least tried to exploit his opponents more aggressively. It's not like he's got stuff to do that, like the armored car with infantry awareness, that could easily find him some opportunity versus his opponent. Grab the center here, machine gun almost taken out. But gets away in the south. Big push here by Stormjaeger. Still getting back some territory here. Machine gun in the building. Need to be careful not to lose that one as well, like the previous machine gun in the building. Pack 40 ready. Second K1 there, almost done for Stormjaeger. That's going to be a real pain there for Tiefflieger to deal with. A real pain. Jaeger multiple dealing with control in the center quite easily. K1 moving forwards. He could go for another Panther 4. He could also go for Stug, and certainly versus all these K1s, a Stug could be a nice addition as long as he handles it well. Should of course remember to upgrade the Panther 4 with a pin-mounted MG42. Good shot there. Comes with the Panther 4 and loses another machine gun in the same way. That's a bit awkward. Still close in terms of victory points. It's not like Tiefflieger's just getting completely rolled over by Stormjaeger, but it definitely feels like there are some issues here with Tiefflieger's play as a Stormjaeger. And just like missed opportunities keep cropping up here, where Stormjaeger just doesn't really let an opportunity go past him in comparison. But there you go. K1 they're taking out. You should start holding back. No son. Oh, there goes going for Stug. He's trying for Stug again. We'll have to see if he actually goes through this time around, or he just decides to go for something else again. In the south, here we got Grenadiers with the conscripts. Craft may be very handy. Sturmgeschütztreiber as from G slowly getting ready. Need to fix up the Panther 4s. We got 264 to 311. Force wise is also pretty big, but again the major difference is just Stormjaeger is a bit more aggressive, a bit more bold, whereas Tiefflieger again plays it very safe a lot of the time. And again, safe can work out if your opponent has really terrible unit preservation. That's great, but if your opponent is also fairly solid in the unit preservation department, but also aggressive, playing safe can actually be a bit detrimental. It can be a bit detrimental. So there you go. Stug 3D out here for Tiefflieger. Should of course remember to have the pinline machine on that one as well. Very good upgrade there. But no machine guns for either of the tanks. Bit of a letdown there. Armored Cabo is still alive, which half an hour into the game is actually quite good. 15 kills, ace level. Big push here into the Panther 4. Good shot. Panther 4 getting rated 2. Very good. Air support following up here. Armored Car should probably help deal with that. Asian farming in here. K1's backing it up there. Target weak point. There we go. 2 thumbs up to Tiefflieger. There we go. Starting the Asian 5 crew. Probably able to finish it off, but might be able to. Oh, actually, might just be able to do it here. That's going to be quite painful there for Stormjaeger. And there. Oh, they pack bloody well misses. Stugman forwards and gets the Asian 5. Very good. K1's almost the pack 40 here. Can't load another shot. Needs to get the other stuff down to focus on the K1s. Needs support in the center, but the pack gets cleared out here. As there's not sufficient support here. Aircraft shot down. Plucked out of the skies with the vengeful hand of the armored car. Needs to get more armor support down here. Stug there. Where's the infantry support? Pack got cleared up at the conscripts. The situation turning to a mess here for Tiefflieger. Where's the infantry supporting the armor? Oh dear. Meanwhile, Stormjaeger's got his infantry supporting his armor push. And as you might notice, there's a world of a difference here. As suddenly Tiefflieger is finding time to tank gets turned against them. Panther 4 rushing in here. Pioneers the move. Armor car holding back here. 16 kills. Panther 4 there. Knocked out. Stug blazing away. Got veterans to 1. Not bad. Almost got a K1. The armored car knocks out the main gun. Beautiful. Jaeger command got being rushed in. Stug's engine is out. Pioneers rushing forwards. Got the K1 there. Thumbs up to the Stug crew. But yeah, the situation here for Tiefflieger is rather falling apart now. And ever so spectacularly and aggressively. Got the pack there back in action because the K1 might be able to take it up at this point. Even like he pulls through this and gets the K1, the losses Tiefflieger's going to suffer now is going to be absolutely bonkers. Rather a Pyrrhic engagement. He's rushing in the armored car, I think, to finish off the anti-tank cleared out there. Nope, fails to do so. And loses the armored car. So he does get the pack crew, I guess, but yeah. Both sides end up taking heavier losses, but in the end, just Tiefflieger just got absolutely mauled. Like a man who jumped into the bear pit at the local zoo while drunk. Panther 4 halfway done here for Tiefflieger. Grabbing the pack with the guardsmen. So yeah, Tiefflieger in a really bad spot. Really bad spot. I mean, he definitely gave Stormjaeger a bit of a bloody nurse. The problem is, you know, he lost teeth in the process. And had his nose broken. You can probably grab the Maxim back, but he's got one pack 40. Panther 4 out. He's really good for some more infantry versus Stormjaeger. And he needs to coordinate his armor and infantry better because that was also just a crucial element in that previous engagement. Just Tiefflieger's infantry was nowhere near to be seen, whereas Stormjaeger had his infantry coordinating with his tanks to help clear out the support weapons, allowing the tanks to easily pass through there. Whereas again, there's no infantry support the support weapons and cover them up against the enemy infantry, or support the armor against the other armor. So yeah, that was definitely less great. There you go. Finally coordinating some infantry, pushing back the guard squad. Almost got a wipe here. Guardsman flank position. Gonna see a rough grenade here. We got grenade off in return. Quick retreat here. K1 rushing forward. Got the second ready as well here. That's going to be a huge challenge for Tiefflieger now here versus Stormjaeger. A massive challenge. Panther's the engineers, the KV1. Pack 40 ready. Shot fired. Punches straight through. Very good. K1 there takes another hit from the Panzer at Kholodny Ferma. Second K1 rushing through the center. You got 243s to 311. I mean, Tiefflieger sort of bouncing back, but it's not quite the lively kind of bounce. Maximus the conscript, still no ambush camouflage here for Tiefflieger. None whatsoever. Definitely disappointed in that one. Panther for the flanking the KV1. Pack 4 about to get outmaneuvered, and again, once more the infantry support is a bit lacking. He's going for another Pack 40, he's losing the first, another one to the Soviets here. And obviously understand the importance of having infantry outgrowing points, but you should at least keep one infantry squad near. But I'd probably recommend, like, you know, get a Media squad maybe, or the Jaeger command squad, just something to, like, you know, keep the support weapons, well, you know, screened so they don't just get overrun by Stormjaeger's infantry. We got 240 versus 311. Panther moving in there. Should still remember the pinlock machine, but he's probably saving up for the stupid close air support home to, like, catch Stormjaeger's tanks in, like, a bit of a maneuver there and just wreck them. But the question is, can he pull that off? So we got 2 victory points to sort of stabilize. I mean, it's fairly close to, but it's just Tiefflieger ends up paying a much higher price a lot of the time for it. We got 2 Pack 40s again, machine gun towards the center here. Still no ambush camouflage for that. Pack 40 setting up here. Machine's about to get, well, exterminated by the 2 KV1s. Pack's not setting up still. Also not a fan of the way setting up. There must have been a mistake or something, but the problem is it's going to make it difficult for the Pack to get out of a bad position because, you know, the easy backwards reverse move there is going to be the building blocked, or blocked by the building there, and even then that's going to take some time to get out there, so not a huge fan of that particular setup there. Northern points being grabbed, no defenders. Can rush in the Panther to sort of assist. That would definitely benefit from that machine gun. Packs need to be in position because there's nothing to protect them from any infantry. Good, of course, 2 cards go back together. Oh, it's supposed to be on the Panther 4 here. Not great for Tiefflieger. We got 237 versus 311. Pioneers gaining that lovely veterancy too. The command squad turns 7 kills. They're definitely doing some heavy lifting here for Tiefflieger. Definitely Iron Cross second class material.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
Panther getting the guardsman, shoots and misses. Yeah, command squad's the conscripts. Then it's moving forward with light machine and D33's guardsman well dug in. Here it's going to be difficult to intercept with infantry on its own. Particularly just grenadiers. Got the Panther rushing in, we're getting buttoned down. Yeah, command squad on the flank. That's probably should have been the head lean the attack, then throw down a smoke grenade, but yeah. This is just going sound and soon. Got the K1 40 and machine gun on its own. Still no camouflage. Pack shooting up in the K1, but without another pack to back it up. It's going to be cleared up with the K1s. Up north, Pentaval's about to get knocked out with the Guardsman, and just complete collapse here for Tiefflieger now. GG, game over. A nice effort from Tiefflieger with some, I think, initially nice bold ideas, but then he, I think, got too passive and just played too safe at times, which allowed Stormjaeger, I think, to play much more aggressively and take a lot more risks because he knew Tiefflieger would never really exploit them. And again, that's also the danger of playing, in air quotes, safe. You just end up missing out on so many opportunities and just possibility to push forward, which is actually quite crucial with the Wehrmacht because, again, with 4-man squads and all that, you're not really like built towards like the slow plotting, you know, safe kind of gameplay. Like, you're going to get ground out if you do that. You need to, like, be bold and aggressive, take chances, which again has its risks, but at the same time, if you can make it work, it works. So, some consideration there, but still, good play by Stormjaeger, and again, initially good play by Tiefflieger, and still had some good maneuvers here and there after that, but he just, you know, I feel like he ended up playing a bit too safe as the match went on there, and a bit too unimaginatively. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, do channel meets. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.